Crawl spaces are literally one level above hell. So you're here, this is you, and this is hell. HVAC Dean back on the scene, and today we're gonna be ranking some of the easiest to the hardest jobs in HVAC. Starting off, we have leak searches. Leak searches, I'm gonna put this under I quit. The thing with leak searches, you're literally trying to find something that you can't see. Now we have devices to help us. Like I said, we have our leak detector. We have our UV dye where you can shine the UV light and you're able to see the fluorescent dye in the drain pan or the fluorescent dye wherever you may put it. What happens when that doesn't work? What happens if it gets plugged up and then you wait and you wait and you wait until the day comes and guess what? The leak unclogged itself and now it's leaking again. We got a blower motor install. I'm gonna put this one under, I'm putting this under hard. I'm putting a blower motor install under hard. Yes, the air handler might be on the floor. You could slide the blower out, put the new one in. But what if the shaft is super rusted, bro? Have you guys ever experienced when a shaft was severely rusted? You tried everything you can to take it off. You put rust buster on it. You tried to use some sandpaper to sand down the shaft and it still wouldn't come out of that wheel, bro. That's something that makes me want to crash out. Let's say it's on the floor and you do slide it out. The shaft isn't super rusted, so you could get it out of the wheel. Well, cool. You could get the install done. That's fine. But what if you're in an attic, a very tight crawl space, and you are struggling to pull this thing out without it hitting anything? Then you gotta bring that heavy blower motor downstairs from the attic without falling, because for some reason attics have these steep ass stairs, bro, where you miss one footing and that's it for your career. What do you do then? So I'm putting that under hard. Ductwork, I'm gonna put I quit, bro. If you enjoy doing ductwork, you need to be in a mental asylum. You are actually insane. When you get fiberglass on your skin, it feels like there's ants with knives just stabbing you in your skin, just putting little pricks in your skin consistently every time you rub your arm up against something. It's like one of those things where it's like you can't see it, but you could feel the heck out of fiberglass. So wearing long sleeves help, making sure that you're not bathing in warm water. Like after you get fiberglass on your skin, don't bathe in warm water. Get some cold water on your skin. Cold water closes your pores, and get a scrubber, a loafer, and just really scrub that fiberglass off of you. If you guys have other methods to get fiberglass off of you, let me know as well. Ductwork could be hard, bro, especially like me personally. I'm not that good at ductwork, and I'm not saying I'm putting this in the hardest category because I'm not that good at ductwork. I'm saying everything that comes with ductwork is not that good. You gotta work high in the air, like 40 to 50 feet. So if you're scared of heights, this ain't even for you for real. We have repairing an aluminum coil, and I'm putting this under hard. If you gotta repair aluminum coil, you might as well just replace it. Just tell them, yo, Mr. Client, Mrs. Client, I'm not gonna lie to you, this is not something I want to do. When you do aluminum brazing, you have to be very careful with your flame. Try not to overheat it and really make sure that you watch your heat. Like watching your heat is important. Aluminum coils, they're very sensitive to heat. You could overheat this thing really quickly if you're not careful. If the coil is leaking in one area, it's gonna leak in the other area. Troubleshooting a low voltage short. I'm gonna put this one under hard. The messed up part about low voltage shorts is that they could be anywhere. At the thermostat, at the unit itself, it could be behind the wall. Low voltage shorts will make you crash out when you can't find one. Clogged drain lines, I'm gonna put this under moderate. Either you put your water vacuum on there and you blow some nitrogen in there and it comes out and there's a whole bunch of algae that gets removed, or it's so bad that they're just gonna have to call a plumber to snake that drain out. Condenser coil cleanings, this is easy as hell. All you're doing is just getting some water, a water source, and you're getting a substance that could help remove dirt from the coil, whether it be a brush, some soap, whether it be a foam cleaner where you just spray the foam inside of the coil and the foam pushes out all the dirt and the gunk. Coil cleaning, anybody could do it. Insulating a crawl space, I quit. If I have to insulate a crawl space, I'm leaving. I'm 6'4". I should not be in crawl spaces in the first place. You're simulating what hell feels like. Crawl spaces are literally one level above hell. So you're here, this is you, and this is hell. Now capacitors, very easy. Take a picture of the wires if you can't remember where the wires go, and just match them one by one. You have to make sure you're discharging them, bridge the connections. Safety is very important when it comes to electricity. Capacitors, they duplicate a lot of power, so there's a lot of power that's stored inside of them, but capacitors aren't hard. They have like what, 3 or 2 wires going to it 4 maybe. All you gotta do, take a picture, reference to your picture, look at the capacitor, and just make sure that everything lines up and matches up. An evaporator pull and clean. We're gonna put this under hard. Evaporator pull and cleans is literally the universe giving you a bad day. Now, it's a bad day with a coin toss, because if you land on heads, you could either do an evaporator pull and clean on a unit that's on the floor, you pull it out, you do what you need to do. But if it lands on tails, you gotta get this evaporator coil out of a very hot and small crawl space and make sure that you don't even damage it worse than it already is. Compressor replacement. We're gonna put this under moderate. Compressor installs are like one of my favorite things to do. One of my favorite repairs. I just love the smell of that acid away, bro. When that smell does linger around, then I do smell that compressor smell, bro. It smells good. And not even just the compressor smell, like the oil smells good as heck too. Somebody needs to make like a compressor spray fragrance. Like something that smells like a compressor, like the compressor oil and the acid without having the cancer chemicals inside of it. Changing a filter. I'm gonna put this under moderate. Changing a filter is gonna be moderate. And the reason why I switched it, you guys are thinking about the easy ones. Like, okay, you take off this return grill, right? You put your filter in, you close it, you move on. You gotta think about the other ones too. Maybe this is a skill issue for me, but when Trane has those 20 by 35 by 2 filters, when you open the filter section and you try to put it into the filter rack, you really have to force those filters through in order for it to cover the evaporator coil. And what sucks about it is that when you force it through to cover the evaporator coil, sometimes they break and they snap in half, and now the filter is like hanging off a little bit and they're not like caught all the way on the filter rack to be straight. Now they're broken and now they're just hanging. Because I don't know why Trane made their filter rack that way. It's kind of weird. Carrier, I love how Carrier make their filter rack. However, putting a Carrier filter panel back on, if you've never done it before, it's gonna be very difficult for you and rage bait the hell out of you. Replacing a thermostat, very easy. Just take pictures of the wires, match them exactly to the new one, and then when it comes to programming it, the manual will literally tell you what all the codes are when you need to program it. Installing a float switch, easy as well. Talking to a customer. Very hard. Some of these customers, they don't listen. Some customers as well, they'll be all up in your stuff when you try to work, bro.
Yo, what you doing over there, bro? Let me see what you're doing. Let me see how you turn that drill. Let me see how you pull out that meter out that bag.
It's like, bro, back up. Back up. I'm trying to work. Stop breathing on me, bro. You didn't even brush your teeth yet. It's 8 a.m. in the morning. You're the first call of the day. How didn't you brush your teeth yet, bro? You knew I was gonna be here. Changing out a TXV. We're gonna put this under hard. Changing out a TXV could either be the most easiest job ever or the hardest job ever. You gotta be careful when you're brazing with your heat. If you overheat the TXV, that's it for you. It's wraps, you're dunzos. It's a lot of precaution that goes into changing out a TXV. So these are my tier ratings for HVAC jobs. Let me know if you guys want to see more tier ratings down in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all boys on the next one.